Well, she'd had this cancer for 3 years, and it gradually became worse. The tumours eventually went to her liver, and she just, on the day she became unconscious, she had a brain tumour, and she went to Scarborough Hospital. Carl carried her to the car because she'd collapsed, and she was supposed to be going for a chemo session. And he carried her to the car, rushed her up to the hospital, but it was already too late. The brain tumour had affected her. And so we were all there waiting for the ambulance to take her to the hospice. And then they said she'll be going into a, what do they call it, an end-of-life bed, special equipment and everything. And the hospice are brilliant. We all took it in turns. She was never ever on her own. As a family, we used to go in shifts to be with Susan. She was never on her own. But one day we didn't go because I didn't feel very well. And she knew we hadn't been. And she asked one of the others, why haven't Mum and Dad been? Where are Mum and Dad? Are they all right? So when we went next day, I said, oh, I'm so sorry, darling, we didn't come. I said, but I didn't feel very well. And so she knew. I said, but whatever happens, Susan, we always love you. Well, the Archbishop was on his pilgrimage, and it just happened that we were in the hospice when he visited. So her brain never stopped working. So we explained to Susan that the Archbishop of York was coming, and hopefully he'd pop in to see her. So she sort of tried to give a smile of approval, and we told her when he was coming, and her room was right at the end of a long corridor, and we could see him coming down the corridor. And I said, Susan, the Archbishop, nearly here now. And you could tell she was so grateful he was coming, because, as I say, she'd got such a deep faith. And he came, and she was, the nurse had come in just a bit earlier to offer her a booster of morphine, but she said no. After the Archbishop, she didn't want to be sort of, I suppose, knocked out. So she waited till he'd been before she had a booster. And then, as I say, after he'd been, she said the Lord's Prayer with him, and then he came back a little while later and sang, I just called to say I love you, which was lovely. You could tell Susan, in her own way, as ill as she was, she responded to that. The family were all so taken up with what he was like and how friendly he was. We were all so appreciative of what he did for Susan's last days, because she would think about it a lot.